Today we look at maybe the most interesting disc retriever on the market.
How'd that work?
That worked pretty slick, actually.
What's up, locals? My name is Ryan and this is Local Disc Golf. Well, let me introduce you to the Max Disctance disc retriever, a unique patent-pending design that's been years in the making. And while we're reviewing this version today, the brand is evolving quickly, and I can't wait to share where they're heading with you later in this review. When I look at a retriever, it's a few quick questions. How small does it condense? How long does it extend? How much does it weigh? How effective is it? And how much does it cost? Here's what it looks like in the side pouch of my Grip EQ CX1 bag and my Zuka Transit cart. Shout out to Perfect Layer 3D Etsy shop. I'll leave a link down in the description to where you can get your 3D printed disc retriever holder or 32-ounce cup holder. These are awesome. I've had this retriever for about 6 weeks now, as I wanted to make sure I got to experience it in every situation. From this, to this, to this.
Down, 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 down. Yep, you're okay, push down, push down. Okay, lift up. You've got it.
There you go.
You got her.
To even this. As we look at how effective it is in water, I don't know if there's a better option. As soon as it's wet, you simply have to touch the disc with a little force and it just grabs it. Where it struggles is in dry or dusty conditions. But as the owner Sean reminded me, if your disc is dry, you're likely not losing it. I also know that I usually have water and a towel, and by giving it a light wipe off, it usually allows it to grab really effectively. In my tests, the only time it wasn't truly effective was when the pull was fully extended and the pull lacked stability and structure, when it's really bendy. But when the retriever is even slightly shorter than its max distance, and you can put force on the pull without it bending too much, the retriever seems to grab the disc almost effortlessly. The plastic you use can affect how well it works. It doesn't seem to retrieve base plastics as well as premium plastics. And if you use divergent discs or other rubbery discs, it doesn't seem to grab them as well either. These two situations don't affect me much. I don't throw really any base plastic, and I have one divergent disc that I use in very specific use cases. I reviewed the Quick Stick in the past, and I would say this is a far superior item. When you look at the footage of me trying to fish the disc out of the lake, I said there was a learning curve. There is no learning curve to the Max Disctance. It's simple. It just works. One other retriever that I have yet to review is the Gator retriever, and thanks to Todd from JK Discs for lending me his Gator. It grabs the disc extremely well. The problem with the Gator is it uses a tent pole design where it only extends to about 11 feet. So you can see it here in my Grip CX1 bag, standing very tall out of the bag. It doesn't make such a difference if it's in your cart, obviously, but between the head of the retriever being quite large and the pole design where it doesn't condense down very much, and on top of that, the pole design where it doesn't extend as far, the uses that you can utilize it in are a bit more limited. But it does work amazingly if you can reach your disc at, 10, 11 feet. All you need to do is give it a little jolt, as you can see, and it grabs the disc extremely well. But back to this retriever here, which I've been, using nonstop. It's been a conversation piece on the course. Everyone wants to know what this is and how it works. And I have to say, it's been really good. Now, the one critique that I had of it before was that when it's extremely bent, it doesn't seem to hold the disc quite as well as when it's not fully extended. The owner of Max Disctance has been working for a while at solving even this issue and has just recently released a carbon fiber version of this pole. Now, the version that we're looking at right now is the stainless steel model. He is already moving into a carbon fiber version, has them available right now on his website. A limited first run are available, so I will leave a link to his website down below. Definitely check that out. And from the photos that I'm seeing of it so far, looks like there's way less bend in the pole, way more stable. It's going to extend to 16.5 feet, weighing 1 pound, so slightly lighter than the stainless steel version. It looks like he's already correcting the flaws in this pole already. Now, the other thing I want to just add really quickly is in the time I have had this retriever, I have lost 2 of the small suction cups here. There are so many on here that honestly losing 1 or 2 is not going to be the end of the world, and he's actually designed this in such a way where it could be actually removed and unscrewed so that you could actually put the top on and make the bottom the top and flip them over to extend the life of this item. Now, a very simple hack for this would be just to keep, a really loose little cloth over the top because these suction cups work so well that clearly in a couple of situations, whether it's been in the back of my car, it's just gotten stuck to something and it's actually pulled the little suction cups right off. That would be my only other small critique. But, aside from that, I think there's something pretty great happening here. And, from the video, as you can see, it's worked extremely well. If you look at the Quick Stick, they've just come out with a carbon fiber version, which, as you can see from their price on their website, is not inexpensive. The Max Disctance is a much more competitive price for a carbon fiber pole. And while I haven't gotten my hands on that one yet, when we get our hands on that one, you can expect a follow-up review for sure. Also, Max Disctance does give you the option as well to just order the ball head. Maybe you've already ordered a Quick Stick in the past or have some other disc retriever. You can choose between a couple of different thread sizes that would theoretically screw into your pole. So if you've already got a disc retriever with some sort of extendable pole and you're curious about this as an option, you can actually just buy the suction cup ball head, which is a great option and just shows how much they back their product, because they're not making you buy the whole thing. They're saying you can buy this and it gives you additional versatility. Although I feel like once you put this on the end of that retriever, you're probably not going to take it off. And Max Disctance has given all locals a 10% off promo code. By entering LOCALDG at checkout, you get 10% off their stainless steel retriever. One last thing that I did want to mention in this video, as you may have seen at the beginning, was I got outside as it's getting cold here in Canada. We've had a really cold stretch, so I was able to test this retriever in a couple of different temperatures. I can report that it works quite well down to 23 degrees Fahrenheit or -5 degrees Celsius, although I did have a chance to test it well below -20, at which point it does not work. Although at -20, when it is that cold, chances are your disc is probably sitting on top of a frozen layer of snow. I don't really see that as being a big issue. I was happy that it did perform in negative temperatures here in Canada. Below that freezing point, you're still getting good grip out of these suction cups. I can't really say enough good about this. I was being really critical of this retriever, but as a consumer, that's what I want. I want to think about all of those angles, and to me, those were the flaws in it. If it was up to me, obviously they did send me this for review. If it was up to me to spend my own money on this device, am I buying this? Yeah, I think I am. The Quick Stick was kind of infuriating to use. The Gator, while it's a great mechanism and very effective to actually grab your disc, the tent pole design is way too long. Now maybe, I could doctor something up between the two, but in terms of like an easy to purchase, right there, accessible, not needing to take it apart, use this pole with that claw, as something that just works. This thing has been amazing. Yeah, I'm a huge fan. And what I love about this is, this device hasn't been out for that long and they're already evolving, not satisfied, still pushing the limits. And for me, anytime I see a company that's making moves like that, I find that extremely inspiring, and it makes me want to invest or put my money into a company like that. So, celebrating the local community that makes this sport so great. My name is Ryan. This is Local. We are local.